Hey guys, Walker Dybel, and we are getting ready to meet Kyle Howerton. Kyle is a real estate partner of mine. He is a partner at AHM. They have this new project that they're looking to do. I've done some investing with them as a limited partner. I'm definitely interested in this one. The economics are awesome. And what we're gonna do is have Kyle give us an overview of the space and what he's thinking for these. I think there's 3 buildings that we're gonna talk about today. And here he is, Kyle. How you doing?
Hey, good.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn it to Kyle in just a minute. My attorney is making me read this. So pardon the excruciatingly challenge of the legal paragraph here, but I have to read it. This presentation contains forward-looking statements within the meaning of the federal securities laws, which involve risks and uncertainties. These forward-looking statements are not historical facts, but rather are based on current expectations, estimates, and development options about our industry, our beliefs, and certain assumptions. AHM uses words such as anticipate, project, expect, intend, plan, believe, seek, estimate, and variations of these words and similar expressions to identify forward-looking statements. These statements are not guarantees of future performance and are subject to certain risks, uncertainties, and other factors, some of which are beyond AHM's or affiliates' control, are difficult to predict, and could cause actual results to differ materially from those expressed or forecasted in the forward-looking statements. These risks and uncertainties include those described in the investment documents. You should not place undue reliance on these forward-looking statements, which reflect AHM's view only on the date of this presentation. We undertake no obligation to update these statements or release publicly the result of any revision to the forward-looking statements we may make to reflect events or circumstances after the date of this presentation or to reflect the occurrence of unanticipated events. Please also review the risks and disclosures listed on page 67 and 69 of this document, which of course you will get when you get access to the PPM.
Yeah, so we were originally brought to the downtown West neighborhood in March of 2021. We acquired a building on an off-market basis from one of our general contractors. And ever since then, we realized from that experience, we realized how solid of a neighborhood this is, that there are a lot of demand drivers. There's not enough supply in terms of apartment units, and there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. And so because of that, we've been able to assemble now approximately 14 acres in the same neighborhood within a 4-block radius of each other and just build information gathering on top of each other to really have a competitive advantage over the market. This was 2 years ago a donut hole of kind of lack of activity, but now we have a $500 million soccer stadium.
Yes.
It just finished its team.
Yes.
We've got a couple headquarters over here for Purina and Ameren UE.
Yep.
And then we have a $2 billion geospatial intelligence agency project just half a mile north. And then Wells Fargo Advisors, their national headquarters is right just 5 blocks to the west of us. And so we're surrounded by all these demand drivers.
That's amazing.
And the problem historically for downtown West has been that you have owners of parking lots and owners of buildings, but very rarely owners of a building and a parking lot. And we're still in the Midwest, where the majority of cities still today, even on the coast, are very car dependent. And so without having both of those, assembling both of those, you can't really maximize the value.
Okay.
So what we've been able to do is accomplish exactly that.
So is it multifamily projects we're looking at today?
Yeah, it's mixed use projects. So ground floor commercial and second floor residential.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
We own all 4 corners of this intersection. So 1818, Beatrice, Tudor, and this parking lot here that we built. And probably the next 6 to 12 months be a 7-story building of Class A units.
Yes.
That will have more ground floor commercial, and all of this will rise the tide. Today, the portfolio that we're talking about includes 139 apartment units and about 35,000 square feet of ground floor commercial space.
Okay.
And a separate surface parking lot that has about 39 parking spaces.
Tell me about the Tudor. So like specifically, this is a value add project. Tell me about what it brings to the table, why you like it, and what the plan is in terms of improving the value of this building.
Yeah, so we like it because it's one of 3 properties that we're acquiring that are improved, the surface parking lot being the 4th. But the fact that this is actually transitioning from low-income housing tax credits to market rate housing, and we're acquiring it at a very solid basis of $55,000 in apartment unit and $60 per square foot on the commercial space. Means that we're making money on the buy, as they say. So that's really exciting, and we no longer have to contend with any sort of regulatory issues on the LIHTC transitioning to market rate housing, which really is still going to be affordable.
Yeah.
It'll be affordable workforce housing effectively, just without any sort of bureaucracy related to low-income housing tax credits.
So it looks like this is 2 stories, office and residential.
Yeah.
These are all apartments?
They are.
These 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom studios?
Yeah, ranges. So
Yeah.
we have studios 1s and 2s here.
Okay.
And then about 21,000 square feet of commercial space.
Is there any vacancy?
Yeah, there about 12% of the units are vacant. So whenever
Okay.
we entered into the purchase and sale agreement with the
Yep.
seller, we asked him to maintain as many vacancies as possible so that, again, this is a conversion from LIHTC to market. And so we're going to go in and replace all of the bathrooms, all of the kitchens, flooring, plumbing.
You want them empty. You want them empty.
Empty.
Yeah, yeah.
We would like to have as empty as possible so we can go in,
Yeah.
create the value, and then start leasing. We budgeted $100,000 to cure deferred maintenance on the exterior. So we're going to upgrade the exterior lighting and the paint. And then we have $400,000 budgeted to replace the entire roof
Yeah.
of this building.
Yeah.
And that'll give us another 20 years. So it's already budgeted. We've inspected all of the properties with our construction management team,
Ready to go.
getting ahead of everything.
Okay, awesome.
So-
Tell me about the Beatrice.
So the Beatrice is 36 units of market rate housing.
Okay.
And 3,800 square feet of ground floor commercial. And then the best part about the Beatrice is that it actually has subterranean parking. So it has 27 parking spaces underground.
And so, again, these are apartments up top
They are.
and retail at the bottom.
That's right.
Anything noteworthy on the apartments?
No, so they were renovated using historic tax credits in 2018.
Okay.
What we like about
Oh, nice.
whenever other developers utilize historic tax credits is that you can't skimp on core and shell finishes. So
Nice.
everything was done the right ways. The window
Awesome.
was great, the roof's great. There's really no deferred maintenance. What we did budget was $15,000 per apartment unit to go in and clean up any of the maybe deferred maintenance from a tenant perspective.
Yep.
So we're taking over from a property management company that we have taken over before, and so we know how they operate.
Perfect.
We really like that we're taking over from them because we know that we can do a really good job.
The third building.
Once again, it's a brick building. What do
Yeah.
you know? In the city
Yeah.
of St. Louis. But this one is painted. The difference from Beatrice and Tudor is that this still has one more year of LIHTC compliance.
Okay.
And then it will transition from LIHTC to really workforce/market rate housing.
Okay. So the rents are getting ready to jump up.
That's right. Yeah.
Got it.
So again, we're buying this property for $55,000 a unit, $60 a square foot on the ground floor.
Okay.
And at that basis, we have a really high going in cash flow relative to the purchase price. That's a differentiator of this project from several others. And then over the next 3 years, we'll go through a decontrol process where rents will continue to climb.
Yep.
But they're not climbing to Class A rents. They're really workforce housing rents. So we're in the middle of the meat of the market.
Yep.
You know, we're not trying to set records.
Is this just a rent increase play, or is there actual value add opportunities in the building?
Oh yeah, so we're going to invest about $40,000 a unit in the interior renovations of this property.
Okay.
And that is we're going to replace all the kitchens, all the bathrooms, flooring, just like at Tudor.
Okay. Can you tell me about the occupancy and the operations here at 1818?
Yeah, so like most low-income housing tax credit buildings, the occupancy is 100% as of the last rent roll that I saw.
Yes.
And yeah, that's exciting because we still have 12 months until we can convert the building to market rate.
Yep.
And so in the meantime, we'll have strong going in cash flow.
Cool.
On the commercial side, we've seen a lot of demand for the commercial spaces here. The Missouri National Guard just moved in
Yep.
the recruiting station.
Yep. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle, you've said that you've acquired 14 acres around here. How much money in total have you raised in order to do all of these acquisitions?
So to date, we've invested a little over $100 million into downtown West.
Awesome.
We have a development pipeline that's very strong. It's over $300 million just in downtown West.
Yep.
It's all part of the 14 acres.
Yep.
When I say 14 acres, it's not 14 acres of barren land.
Right.
It includes these improved properties. It just
Yeah.
gives you a perspective of, oh, well, you know, that's a lot of land coverage in
Yeah.
one neighborhood. And
Yeah.
the whole purpose of this is for each of these projects to build off each other and really create a live, work, play environment. And we have a mix of, and this is proof. We have a mix of rental rates. We have a mix of demand drivers. So from very low income housing, affordable to 60% of area median income, those earning that level of income, to, you know, Class A rents. Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
There's a stadium right there. You can walk to the soccer game.
Stadium is right there. Yeah. And come down on a game day. This area is packed.
Got it.
A few hours before the game, we stay for a few hours afterward, and they become patrons of all of these.
They get the barbecue, they get the cider, like they hit the game. Oh, this is so cool.